Okay, so welcome everybody to the very first edition of RUPL interviews. For the first,
Hello.
okay, for the first edition, we're gonna be uh, accompanied by Beraldo and Siras, the managers of the Deranged Hustlers. Say hi to the people that are gonna listen to this shit.
Hey, hello. Beraldo
Hello,
here.
hello, Siras.
Okay, so first question to get everyone listening acquainted with you. How did you start on Smagon, and how did you get to hire you? Decide who's gonna talk first.
So I
You,
start
you,
playing. Oh,
Good thing I
you, you,
said.
you
I
can
start
go.
playing in like years ago. At some point, I was maining DPP OU, but then I left. And then when I came back due to pandemics, I started playing RU because that was the tier that looked most fun. And well, here I am.
Okay, what about you, Siras?
For me, I started playing in 2016 with server called Indigo. So I quit for a few years and I came back on the end of Sun and Moon. I met Beraldo and I started playing on Smogon. But I only started playing tournaments on Smogon in last year, you know. Then Beraldo bought me to last RUPL and we won. Since then, I've been in a lot of team tournaments. And that's it, pretty much.
Okay, cool. So, um, this is more a question for Beraldo, but do you remember much about your first RUPL? And if so, do you wanna talk with us about it? What do you remember about it?
My first RPL was in 2010 to 22, also in the Deranged Hustlers team. And it was basically my first third tournament that was taken very seriously because I really wanted to pop off so people can know my name. And I didn't do very well. I went 3-4, but it was very good experience. Rabbit is a very good manager, and it helped me a lot. So I can say it was a great experience overall.
What about you, Siras? You were managed by Beraldo last year, so what can you tell us about your first experience with him managing?
Uh, I mean, I was in a bad spot in my life in that time, but I wanted to play some tournaments in Smogon. And when I knew Beraldo was managing RUPL, I signed up and we could win the tournament. It was a very nice experience. I like the team chat a lot. Uh, it's good to see we bought this year so many players from the last team, like so we can keep up with the good team vibe.
Very nice. Okay, so now let's start talking about this year's RUPL. How did you guys approach this year's draft?
Uh, let me speak now, but we we didn't have a solid plan, but we wanted one thing. We wanted the Brazilian core, of course, me, Beraldo, LPZ, and Nunes. So we locked in that, but we had another other names we wanted to buy like Lime, and we going to the draft. We had a little plan with two or three names in each tier with that we wanted the most to buy. And this year's draft went so smooth. We could get the Brazilian core. We could get other Brazilians like Tonya, get that's our friend, and we could get at least one of the names we placed in the little plan. So it was a very nice draft to us.
Yeah, like we just had some players that we had in interest, like Metallica, for example, was a great name that we have been looking for some time, and we really went them in the draft as well. But there were some players that we wanted to, but we didn't uh, end up buying, like Rob Jr., for example.
Mhm.
But at least we got Santo, who we didn't think we would get. So I really very happy with how our team is.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Is there anything else you would like to add about your team?
The player that got banned, like
Okay.
That's one of the craziest shit I have ever seen in Pokemon.
right, right, man. It was so unexpected. I was shocked when I saw the
Yeah,
lot. But
Yeah,
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 it's nice. We have the replacement now and it's working fine.
yeah. You guys got.
at least we got the oyster.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah,
goat. I'm glad he got a spot now. That's all that matters.
yeah. He was a hustler last year too. So
Yeah.
welcome back home.
Okay, so what about everybody else? What do you think of the other teams, and what do you think is the biggest threat of the tour?
I think Payloaders is very strong. We are gonna face them in week one. I think they have a quite solid lineup. And Guardians is very scary as well. And I think these are the two I am the most scared of. Technicians is also really, really solid. I think overall, most of the teams are basically the same level in this RPL. So it will be interesting to see how things will develop.
Yeah, I agree that this year most most of the teams are balanced. There's like no clear better
Yeah,
team or clear worse team, which is nice to see. So this year UPL is gonna be full of surprises, basically.
for
Yeah.
sure.
So last question: what are you most excited for in this UPL? Are there any matchups you would love to see, or anything you can think of, really?
Um, I am of course really excited to get this back to back. I am pretty sure everyone will work hard for it. But the team I really want to face really is Noble Guardians because there are a lot of friends of mine in that team, including I know Gum is helping them, and Gum is one of my best friends in this side. So I really want to beat them. And because they were our opponents in last year's finals, so it will be a great match for sure.
One of the things I'm most hyped for this season is that we bought a lot of builders. So our teams are gonna be the tour kitchen, and I'm excited to see what we can cook during the season.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I hope we see a lot of nice stuff from you guys, especially in SB where I am totally unaware of anything.
Yeah,
So I hope you guys can surprise me with some cool shit.
we have lots of tryhards, so it's gonna be interesting.
Right?
Nice. Okay, before we close, anything you guys wanna add then or wanna say?
I just want to
Um,
say thank you for you guys for having us here. I
yeah,
think that's a very nice idea of the community of these interviews to keep up with the RUPL preseason. It's always a moment of hype in the community, and I like this idea.
Thank you guys
Yeah, I love the idea too.
thank you guys for making
Something else
yourself.
I would like to.
Okay, no, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh,
I'll talk last. Don't worry.
something else I would like to add too is that RUGL, which is basically the RU version of RUFPL, is gonna happen soon, and then I will be the host. And I would like to invite everyone to sign up because it's gonna be really, really fun.
Nice. Yeah, it's basically the farm league if anyone isn't familiar with the UU version either. So it's more of a community event rather than a like more prestige tournament like our UPL. So again, thank you guys for making yourself available in the first place for the interview,
No
and
problem.
I hope you guys have a fun tournament.
Thank you.
Yeah, you too.
Thanks, guys, and
Bye.
see you in the next interview.